Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wahara Kakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Many blessings and salutations unto the hopeful elect, the house of David, the Bayav Dawadah, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. All right, so I'm not really going to go into this article, but I'm just using it to make an overall point that the elect will not be phased as these things are increasing in evils in this world. We will not be fooled, Lord willing. I'm a part of that number, Adawan Ratazah. These things like this, right, you see on the screen right here, you know, we can't really go into it, but you already know. You can see for yourself. This is actually a true story. And this sick shit is going on around the entire world. All right. And as time marches on, as you already see, 2025 has already come in with a bang. You know, things like this, all right, will increase in wickedness. OK. All right. There's going to be more of this going on. You're going to hear more stories. You're going to hear more things because the Lord is exposing this place. And as the Lord said, he would send his prophets out to warn the world. All right. And the elect would hear and they would take ear to this word. OK, they'll understand shit like this is evil and that the Lord is going to have judgment for this. OK, these type of people will not exist in the world to come. Well, actually, you know what? They will go into slavery. We know that much. OK, because Esau has to pay as a race of people. He has to pay. But he's allowing shit like this to go on in his kingdom. And when our kingdom comes up, when Yahweh Shai comes back and leads us into the new kingdom, all right, New Jerusalem, shit like this will not be tolerated. It will be met with DEATH, okay? And it will be public, okay? It will be public because there needs to be examples that need to be set, okay? And this rulership right now is leading us into, well, Armageddon. All right. And we want it. We want you to go into Armageddon because that we know that you're in. That's why they're kind of trying to stave it off. But no. Yahweh Bashem Al Shai, he has a plan for you and you will execute that plan. OK. And so remember, the Lord is going to have many he's going to have many angels out here. All right. DEATH, angels out here that are going to bring havoc onto this earth. And as this is going on, the elect are being sealed because they see the message. OK. And this is what's going to happen. OK. It's going to be judgment out here on a high scale. OK. You see on the screen right here, robot dog and drone fight. People laughed at us when we said Esau got these robot dogs out here that are supremely firepowered. OK, and they will use them against Jake and whoever else. But people laughed at us. Wow, you guys are crazy. All right. And then you already know with these drones, OK, what they're capable of. OK. And all of this is going on. And you think that the Lord is not going to bring these judgments? Man, y'all crazy. Y'all are crazy. The Lord is setting this up for a day of gloominess, not a day of not a day of darkness, not a day of light. It's going to be a gloomy, dark day. And you're going to see things like this as you see on the screen right here. And Jake is going to be running for their lives. Now, everybody else will as well, but Jake in particular, okay? Because Esau has it out for you. And we know this. That's why we preach what we do. But only the elect are going to hear that word. Okay? Only the elect is going to hear this word. All right? And everything that's going to be happening to all these people out here, all right, the Lord is going to protect his elect. All right, there will be some martyrdom. Yes, there will be some martyrs. This is written. But overall, The victory is ours. Call Halayim Yahweh Ba'Shemar Shai. Right? This is Wisdom of Solomon 3:1. It says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hands of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. Right. So you see torment like this. Think about when these things are being unleashed. When they're unleashed on the people, because Esau is going to do it. Okay? You see that? That's crazy. That's going to be hell on these people out here, man. That's going to be hell on these people. These people ain't ready for no shit like this. Excuse my language. You're not ready for something like this. This is on another level. And this is just small fries compared to what Esau really got. Right? The Lord has this thing set up in a way where everybody who's fighting against Jerusalem, you will take a L in the biggest way. Okay? Wisdom of Solomon 3:1, it says, but the souls of the righteous are in the hand of the Most High, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise, which is the rest of the world, okay, they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Right? So they think we're just losers out here, like Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels say we're brokies and all this other demeaning ass shit. And he proudly got up on video today talking about, oh, I love this country. Yeah, you gonna love this. You're gonna love this right into the mud and dirt that it's gonna become. Right? Because the Lord is going to nuke this place off the planet Earth. You understand that, Ton? The Lord is going to nuke this place off the planted Earth. I said planted, yes. Okay? I needed you to understand that this Lord is not to be effed with. And he ain't too fond of that very same country that you say you love. And the rest of you jakes, with your patriotic heart and love and for God and country. What God? You're going to be joked with. But in the eyes of the unwise, like Anton Daniels, what does it say? It says, in the sight of the unwise, right, they seem to die. Right. So because we brokies, okay, because we're dusties, as this nigga who lives in Detroit, as this guy says, I'm using him as an example, right? But he's representative of a lot of jakes. Super duper proud. Think they know every goddamn thing until you find out you don't. And so now judgment is going to be at your doorstep. But for the elect, the Lord is going to protect them. Okay? It says, and their departure taken for misery. So they think we out here just wasting our lives. They think we're wasting our lives. They think we ain't doing anything to up the people, better the community. This nigga ain't doing nothing, and I'm using him as an example, but he's the most recent guy I've seen. He's just so fucking proud. He's an easy target. He's just an easy target, Anyway, it says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. That's right. So y'all going against the white man, huh? Y'all working his jobs, huh? Y'all do all this, and he's so, and again, this is Jake. Jake wants everybody to be equal, and that's not how the Lord works, man. The Lord said there's going to be a nation above all the rest. He can't take that. And I'm talking about but he's representative of a lot of Jakes, namely the 2/3, okay? It says, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. That really chaps their ass, man. They don't like that because they think everybody's on the same playing field. Who are these guys on the corner over here preaching the Bible? But nigga, don't you believe in the Bible? Nah, not technically. Shut the. Hey, man, listen. All you Jakes that got the spirit of scoffing on you right now in these times, and you seeing videos like I just showed, you got a rude awakening. Okay? You have a rude awakening. The Lord said he created teeth of wild beasts out here to devour niggas just like you. And we're going to kick back with some nice seeded popcorn, all right, or whatever, or some wine, right? Some nice expensive wine, and we're gonna laugh at the judgments that's going to be taking place on this earth, while the elect will be sealed, and you'll know that you was not in the company of somebody who was ignorant like yourself. Okay, it says and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, right? We're brokies and we're dusties and all that kind of shit, right? It says, but they are in peace, right? And Bishop Nathaniel, he was doing the same thing. Oh, these bombs, these camp bombs, all that kind of shit. Though we be in the sight of your unwise eyes, right? Though in your unwise eyes we're dead. We're not of value, but the Lord says differently. Okay, it says verse 5. It says, and having been a little chastised, which we are right now, we struggling. We got bills like everybody else, but we struggling in particular because Esau, in a lot of cases, knows who we are, and so he's targeting us, right? He's targeting our jobs. He's doing all these things behind the scenes. A lot of us can't see, but we definitely feel. Led by the spiritual demon Satan, right? It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. You hear that, Anton? See, you guys like yourself, you can't grasp this message, man, because you think you winning right now, but you really losing. Really, in the spirit, you really are the dusty, because you're going to be of the dust. You will be of the dust, because you will be intercontinentally, ballistically annihilated. Okay? And that's per the word of the Lord, Yahweh Shema Shai. And there will not be any ways to try to trick the elect into choosing your side. That's not how this works. The Lord has those spirits chosen from the beginning, and they're the only ones that's going to get this, okay? Now, if you don't wake up, right? If you don't wake up in time, I'm afraid, sir, that you're going to taste of those intercontinental ballistic missiles, all right? And it will not be a pretty end for you, okay? This is all according to the Bible. It says, and having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For the Most High proved them, as in this time right now. It says, and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, right? So we're going through that fire right now. We're getting mocked and ridiculed and told that we're broken dusties and all this other shit. Not that we give a fuck, but these are the things that we hear. Okay? Just so you understand, we could care fucking less what you think of us, honestly. Okay? Not even a little bit. But we do hear you. Okay? And we just give it to the Lord, and he's going to do all the work on our behalf. All right? It says, and as gold in the furnace hath he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. And in case you didn't understand, you are the stubble. The Lord is going to show you power that's immense on a high scale you've never seen before. And guess what? These people who you call broken dusties, they are the children of the Most High, and they will win in the end. Okay, let's go to 1 Timothy. Was it 2 Timothy? No, it might be 2 Timothy. Slacky. 2 Timothy 4:1, it says, I charge thee therefore before the Most High and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai. It's like the Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach, who shall judge the quick and the dead at his appearing and his kingdom. That's right. So everybody's gonna get a judgment. The elect gonna get a judgment, but they're gonna be exempt. Everyone else will receive the harsh judgment of the Lord. This is written, okay? Second Timothy 4:3, it says, for the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, as like Anton Daniels. It says, but after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. That's right. And so 2/3 are going to try to counterbalance this doctrine, and they're going to try to fool the elect with their wicked ass understanding of the Bible and the scriptures and the world, right? Verse 4 says, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall turn into fables. That's right. We're going to make fun of you. As you're getting judged, we're going to laugh and laugh and laugh. Not a care in the soul, because you were warned like everyone else, and now you will suffer the judgment. Okay. It says by verse 5, it says, but watch thou in all things, endure afflictions, do the work of an evangelist, make full proof of thy ministry. It says, for I am ready to be offered, and the time of my departure is at hand. And we're telling you that Yahweh Shai is going to come back, and he's going to do work. He's going to do work. And right now he's doing work. Because if you're not working, then you're lazy. If you're not doing the work of the Yahweh Ba'Shem Shai, you're not doing actual work. This is the real work. We could care less how you feel about it. We don't care if you don't like it. Okay? If you don't like it, oh well. This work will continue until the Lord says stop, not you. Okay? Isaiah 53:1, and this is why we do this work, because at some point the elect is going to awaken. It says, Isaiah 53:1, it says, who have believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord Yahweh revealed? That's a rhetorical question. It's only to the elect. Only to the elect. So when all these things go down and everybody has what they want to say, everybody's got their talking points, we're going to see who's right and who's wrong. Right? Let's go to maybe it's in 1 Timothy. Or 2 Timothy. I'm having a little trouble. It's all good. But listen, the elect are going to overcome all of the things that are going to happen. All right. All right. For the most part, there will be martyrs. This is Romans 11:4. It says, but what saith the answer of the Most High unto him? I reserve to myself 7,000 men who have not bowed the knee to the image of Baal. That's right. So the Lord has reserved men, women, and children that are of the 1/3 that will not take heed to any of the doctrine of this world. They understand that the Lord has envy or envy. Okay. All right. Enmity, not envy, enmity against this world. And he wants to see this world taken over by Yahweh Shai, where prophecy is abound. Okay. Romans 11:5, it says, even so then at this present time also there is a remnant according to the election of grace. And right now when we're at our grace period, trying to dust off our garments, okay, get our garments in order, right, so that we can be of that number, right? It says, and if by grace, I'm going to skip down to verse 7. It says, what then? Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded. And I don't have to tell you that you're the rest. Those of you that don't truly believe on this word, those of you that take this word for some type of joke, the Lord does not look down on that kindly, and he will address you. Okay? It says, verse 8, it says, according as it is written, the Most High have given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And the elect does not have that spirit. Their mind is wide open, and they see this world for what it is. Okay? Verse 9, it says, and David saith, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them, like Anton Daniels. Let it be a trap unto this guy. And many of them, vocab alone, let it be a trap. May Yahweh Shema Shai continue to blind these guys, to not show them any light in the current spirit that they are in. They are just representative of everyone else who's in that same spirit, right? Bishop Nathaniel, until if the Lord may have mercy on him, okay? Well, hopefully it's soon that he wakes up. But if until then, he's in the wrong spirit. Captain Tazariak, same thing. Okay, and the rest of the big players that have gone their own way instead of the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'al Shai. This is dangerous work you're doing. Dangerous work. And if you continue, the Lord must address you, and he will. He's going to protect his elect, and he's going to destroy the 2/3. Okay. Romans 11:10, it says, let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles. Who are the Gentiles? Us. We're the Gentiles. We called ourselves American. At one point, we called ourselves Romans. At one point, we called ourselves Greeks. At one point, we called ourselves Babylonians. We are the Gentiles. We thought we were everything but what we really were, which is the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, let's read it again. Romans 11:11, it says, I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. That's right. So, hey, Yahweh Ba'al Shai is going to show what he really is about. He's about to show this world that you don't really got it. Yahweh Ba'al Shai has all the cards, and you will dance to his beat, whether you want to or not. Okay? And the elect will win, because it's written. All right, let's get second address. This is second address 2:35, and this is written unto the elect. It says, be ready to the reward of the kingdom, for the everlasting light shall shine upon you forevermore. So as we see all these other people getting judgment that they rightfully deserve, the elect will be saved in that time, because we're going through the fire now. Adon Ratazah, right? It says, flee the shadow of this world, receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify my Savior openly. Oh, receive the gift that is given you, and be glad, giving thanks unto him that have led you to the heavenly kingdom. That's right. And as we're seeing these things, man, their judgment, their downfall is directly correlated with our salvation. You understand that? Their judgment and their downfall is directly correlated with our salvation. Our enemies, whether foreign or domestic, will fall all right, by the numbers, insane numbers, 2/3 a large amount of Israelites, whether it be northern or southern kingdom. The Lord does not care. He has a judgment that he must prepare. He promised the animals of the fowls of the earth, all right, a large meal. He promised them that. You think the Lord's word goes out vain? No. The Lord said he's going to feed the fowls of the earth, of the air, and they will. With your flesh, vocab. It says, 2 Esdras 2:38, it says, arise up and stand. Behold, the number of those that be sealed in the feast of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai, which are departed from the shadow of the world and have received glorious garments of the Lord Yahweh Bashem Shai. So you already see what's going. Those glorious garments are in this right now. Right now, we're in the time of our captivity, but we're in a grace period. And so the Lord is preparing us for that salvation, man. So we have to get our garments in order. That's what this whole thing is about right now. Going through our grace period, catching hell. But it's all good, because the victory is going to be worth more than anything you could ever have went through in hell. And that's the mindset. That's why the Lord said, gird up thy loins. Right? Because the time to come is going to get rough, of course. No doubt. But we understand judgment is not set against us. It's set against this world. And if we keep on the path, if we can put on as the elect, hopefully, the Lord will protect us. So with that, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bashem Shai, Bashem Rahawakakadash. Shalom to the elect.